Hello and welcome to the first of our new Working Through Lockdown video series. Where we're all isolating indoors, Caterer will be video chatting with some of the industry's key players to discover how they are coping and what they are doing to keep their business running. In today's show, we will chat with Nicolas Budzynski, the Global Operations Director of LPM Restaurant and Bar, on its recent decision to turn to delivery for the first time. Welcome, Nicolas, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot. Hi, Simon. Hi, everyone.
Obviously, it's a tough time for everyone at the moment with dining being shut and many restaurants quickly having to turn to delivery. Can you tell us about your thought process in doing so and how quickly you made the decision?
From what I hear from the team, and it's been globally, all our regulars have always requested us to do delivery or takeaways. Uh, we've allowed to do takeaways of the remainings of the plates. So this was something that we were already doing because guests wanted to bring the food they didn't eat. They wanted to really finish it at home. We've not considered the delivery before, not because we didn't want. It's just really the restaurant was busy enough, and we never found the time to do it in the right way. Because LPM is a brand that is looking into each and every aspect and each and every details. So if we do delivery, we cannot just do it like everybody else. We have to do it our own way. And as I said before, we were lucky enough not to have the need to do delivery. Now, with restaurant being imposed to close, we had to look into it. Now we've seen other high-end restaurant brands started. I mean, our sister brands, Zuma and Koya started before us. They quickly jumped into it and they decided to do on their own. We've made a decision at the same time to do it, but we looked into what we wanted to achieve and decided to do it with a delivery partner instead of doing it ourselves. There are different reasons behind it. In our particular case, what we wanted to do is not to have the headaches of the logistic. We wanted to leave it to experts. And we wanted to make sure that in case we would expand the radius of delivery, we could do it very quickly without having heavy costs on us. So we've looked into several aspects also of the delivery platform. We looked at the brand positioning. We wanted to find a partnership with a delivery platform that would be global, like us. So they would understand our problematic, and potentially we could expand our partnership to other territories also. So we're also in discussion with Deliveroo for Hong Kong, for London. Miami is not catered by Deliveroo. We're also looking at a brand which is fresh and dynamic that can take quick actions so they could adapt to our requirements. We wanted to find the right demographic. I mean, there is no need to use a partner with a database that is not necessarily fitting our target markets. So this was important. And then being able to have the right delivery areas and being able to deliver in the right timing with the right tools. And finally, the last point is definitely finding the right deal also.
Now, you've just started serving the marina side of Dubai also with a partnership with the Intercontinental Hotel. Can you tell us how that came about?
Yeah, the way it came is actually we launched GIFC delivery, so we were very happy and very excited, and there was a lot of excitement, and it started very, very well. I mean, within a period of 10 days, we've done more than 1,000 deliveries already. So it's been very, very successful. But this also created a bit of jealousy from residents living in areas we couldn't cater for. So we got phone calls from Dubai Marina, the Palm, Greens, Springs, Meadows, and JLT, of people upset because they couldn't get LPM as a delivery. So, and it was constant every day: social media, phone calls, emails, even Deliveroo got complaints, calls, and requesting us to deliver in these areas. We explained that we don't want to affect our product. I mean, the food is our main driver, and that's what made us who we are. I mean, our chef patron, Raphael Duntoyer, who opened London and Dubai and all the other locations, is the first one to tell us. I said, the food is what will make people come back to the restaurant. If we're consistent and, we pay attention to details and we make sure we deliver the right quality every time, that's what will bring the customer back. So we're not going to have the food having 30, 45 minutes drive and arrive cold. The flavors will be gone, the texture will be gone. So we said, no, we cannot do it. However, this opened an opportunity and made us thought, okay, what can we do? So we've talked to Deliveroo, and because they're the edition kitchen, actually, where they basically provide you a kitchen for you to deliver in other areas. We were not able to do that with them. Reason is we're using a piece of equipment which is called the Josper oven, which is not suitable for their current setup of kitchen. So health and safety and security wise, we wouldn't be able to cook with a Josper. So for us, no Josper, no LPM. So I contacted one of my ex-colleagues from Zuma, and I asked, I said, do you know anyone who would have a kitchen available, a restaurant which is closed, but with a Josper oven? So my good friend Florencia put me in touch with a group of professionals that she's on WhatsApp, and she introduced me to the GM of one of the restaurants of the Intercontinental Marina, and we talked, and she talked to the GM of the hotel. The GM of the hotel was very supportive. She said, at the moment is a question of collaboration, is a question of support. We need to help each other. It's not time to do anything else. So if you have opportunity to take care of your staff, because that's our main purpose, we have 143 staff, and all of them are still working with us, and they're still under our payroll, safe and secured. We need to expand our area, because DIFC alone in delivery is not generating enough revenue for us to take care of everybody. So we found a common ground. So we found a temporary lease agreement, which is suiting both. She can pay extra employees with that money that is coming in, and on our side we can generate extra revenue to take care of extra employees on our side. And within 3-4 days, we sorted out the agreement, and we mobilized yesterday, and we're starting delivery today. So, yeah, and
that's very quick.
The other half of Dubai will be able to sleep better.
In the past, one of the main reasons I've been quoted as to why fine dining restaurants aren't doing delivery is a concern about trying to keep the quality at the exact same high level people expect. How have you ensured that the quality of LPM's delivery service is as good as it would be in the restaurant?
The main point was to design the menu according to what dishes could travel and could hold the quality. So we removed few of our dishes that are not suitable for that. So we will not serve any of our carpaccios or sashimi, which is using raw fish and raw meat. So we decided not to do it. We removed a couple of dishes as well. Our very popular fried squid, because it's deep fried, but then it would come soggy and chewy. So if it's not coming at the right quality, we don't want to serve the dish. And then, we removed a couple of other dishes that could not travel in our desserts as well. So the menu is about 50 to 60% of what you could find on our a la carte, but most of the signature are on the menu. The only one which is still working hard on trying to get through delivery is our snails. But we haven't found the right way of doing it so far. But you will find the burrata, you will find the lentil salad, you will find the baby chicken, the lamb chop, the Chilean sibas, the gratin, potato gratin would be there, the cheesecake as well. So all our classics and high-selling items are on the menu. You can even order freshly baked baguette as well, so that was the main point. Now we looked at into the packaging. We looked into as well the way of cooking, which we adjusted, because some of what we realized is when a dish is being picked up from the restaurant and transported, it will take 20 to 25 minutes for the guest to open the dish. So it means some hot dishes the cooking temperature will change. So the pasta will become from al dente to very soggy. The meat will become from medium to well done because it's still cooking when being transported. So we look into all of that and we adjusted all our cooking method to be able to have the right cooking point 20 minutes after the dish is being picked up from the restaurant. So our pasta are a little bit undercooked, the same with the fish, the same with the meat. So while arriving to the guests, it's a perfect cooking temperature. Now, we know sometimes there are also some inconvenience happening. The driver is getting lost, is being stopped by the police, is being stopped at the entrance of the lobby. Sometimes the houses don't have the number. So it's taking a bit longer for the driver to arrive at the guest house. So we've also made some recommendations on reheating instructions. So we've done tests simply, and we thought, okay, not everybody has an oven, not everybody has a microwave, not everybody has a cooking pan. So what are the different ways of reheating the different dishes? And we've put a little sticker with instruction on every dish that could be reheated. So at least the guest could eat it in the best possible way possible. And yeah, I mean, basically we try to be a guest and, you know, to be getting the experience. We did a couple of test deliveries ourselves to be able to do it right.
Although you haven't been going long, already the bags, one of which I have here, have become much sought after items. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind how they were designed and other touches like that that you do to create a real restaurant experience at home?
So before we do anything and before we implement any new things, we sit down, you know, we bring key people from different levels. It's not necessarily managers, it could be juniors, but who've been a long time in the company or could bring a good insight from an art point of view as an example for whatever reason. So we sit down, we were a little committee of 6 to 8 people. I don't remember clearly, but we discussed it. We said, okay, what is the first thing that somebody will think about when they think about deliveries? And the first thing people see and the first thing that people will think of is the bag. You know, that's what it is. So how, and then we took also the fact that being LPM and having had such a great support from all our regular guests globally for the past 12 years, we had to do something different. And because we couldn't see them, we couldn't say hello, we couldn't hug them, we couldn't shake hands and all of that, we had to bring the delivery experience into their home in the best possible way to feature the LPM experience we get in the restaurant. And LPM is about hospitality, is about warmth, is about friendliness, is about family. So we thought, what can we do on our side to be able to bring some happiness to the guests during these difficult times? So we had to work on unique touches that no one else has done before. When you come to the restaurant, one of the first things you will notice is the decoration with the art pieces on the walls or the vases. So we thought, okay, not everybody has paintings at home and everybody has different tastes of paintings at home. And we have a very unique approach on our side. So we thought, okay, why don't we use the bag as a painting and bring that painting element and that art element into people's home, and bringing key elements on that bag with the paintings in an LPM style to make it a bit of a collector item as well. So 10 years from now, people will have the LPM bag and they say, you know, this is what happened with the coronavirus, and that's what LPM did. So one of our long-term employee actually is a painter on his own, and is a very talented one, Lewin. We just came up to the fact that Lewin will come up with different ideas of paintings, and he will give us the techniques. And then we would do it a team exercise where every day different people from, you know, the team who, instead of staying at home bored, would come to the restaurant and paint on the bags, you know, to share the love and the support to the guests, to bring this happiness at home. So that's how the idea of the bag came, and all other little touches as well. We've added the tomato, the lemon, and the olive oil that you would find on the table at the restaurant. We package it, so every order is coming with that tomato, lemon, and olive oil. with a little instruction on how to make your own tomato salad. We've also added a little individual greeting cards to our customers, so we could put some key messaging on it with picture of the team members working at the restaurant at the moment, so our guests could understand what is our team doing at the moment and relay to the restaurant environment. And then the last touch also is we thought, you know, when you come to LPM and you're spending a nice evening, you have nice food, you have nice painting, you have nice people around, but you also have nice music. So we've also created a special curated Spotify playlist so people can listen to it. And they have two atmospheres. One is lunchtime. It's called 1:15, lunch on La Croisette. And then you have the 7 p.m., which is Tomatini entre amis. So the lunch is a bit more laid back and relaxing, and the 7 p.m. one is a little bit more dynamic and you know, reflecting the environment you would find at the restaurant at 7 p.m. after work.
After this lockdown is over, Nicholas, what's the plan in the long term? Will we still see LPM delivery even when the restaurants are all open again?
How is the situation going to be in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, because we're doing deliveries in both cities? How is the situation going to be on the market? And based on that, and something we really haven't thought of at the moment, we looked into immediate priorities. And as I said, the immediate priorities for us was how can we sustain the team and keep them secured? And how can we generate enough funding so we don't have to ask investors to use too much of their funds. So we can be a sustainable business and look after our employees and look after our shareholders. So at the moment, we've been successful. We've been very successful, and we'll be more successful as of today with the Dubai Marina Kitchen and delivery radius around it. We've been focusing on fine-tuning our delivery experience. So how can we get the food right? Like the reheating advice didn't come from day one. It came after a few complaints of customers, which we called, and you know, we tried to understand what was the problem, and we solved a lot of problems like that the first 4 to 5 days, and trying to take quick corrective actions. Then it's about consistency at the moment, so we want to do it right in Dubai Marina. And I think once Dubai Marina will be launched and settled, then we will ask ourselves what is going to be next. We don't know when restaurants are going to reopen, first of all. Hypothetically, my personal opinion would be that it's not going to be before the end of Ramadan. I mean, why would we reopen in a time where people need to be together if we want people to stay socially distancing? So I think the after Ramadan is probably going to be what it's going to be for the restaurants. How is it going to reopen? Are tables going to need to be with a distance of 2 meters? Are people going to be able to be more than 2 people at a table? Or is it going to be 4 or 6? Bars are going to reopen. There is a lot of unknown at the moment. So I think we need to definitely take it as a contingency plan. You know, what if, I mean, it's not what if, it's, I don't think restaurants will make 100% of their revenue anytime soon, like 100% of the revenue prior to the crisis. I don't think, and anyone who is doing it, then it's going to be great. But I think we should look at, if we don't do 100%, first of all is how do we manage our cost and deliver the same experience at the restaurant? Second of all is how long do we keep the deliveries and how do we keep the deliveries? Is the delivery cannibalizing our business? It's a big unknown at the moment. I mean, we've been briefly discussing with team members and with shareholders. We've been thinking of a lot of different opportunities. Should we create a sub-brand of LPM? Should we create some new dishes? So if we continue with delivery, then we don't use LPM Restaurant and Bar, but we use a sub-brand, or we create, how do you call that? The Ghost brand? No, it's Ghost brand.
Dark Ghost Kitchens, yeah.
Yeah, Ghost Kitchens with Ghost brands. Do we have recipes that are not available on the menu? Because, you know, we want to keep a reason for people to come, and the main reason to come to LPM is food as a main driver. Plus all the other complementing elements, such as the welcoming, the attention to details, the music and the atmosphere, the bar and the cocktails. So that's something that we would need to figure out over the next few weeks. But frankly speaking, we didn't expect this situation to come, and we tried to react as best as we could. And that's what we're gonna have to do. We don't know what's gonna be tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow we might be told, "Hey, you guys have to shut down deliveries for whatever reason." What do we do then? We need to look at, financially speaking, we need to look at our cash flow. You know, what do we do for that? Also, you know, as a professional, what can we bring to the table for the future? How can we redefine the F&B industry, not for us to be different from the other, but to bring something different for the guests, and adapt to their needs and adapt to their ways of consuming. Maybe people are not gonna come out to restaurants anymore in the way they used to do it before. So I'm quite sure people are not gonna handshake in the same way. People may not hug in the same way. People might look at other priorities in life and, you know, favor true friends and true families. And some people might decide to leave the city. Everything is gonna change, in my opinion. And we need to see one day after the other. But as I said, first we're gonna launch Marina. Then we're gonna have a bit of time to think of the future, and hopefully by then we'll have a better understanding. Like Italy and France announced some the stopping of the lockdown.
Yeah.
As a scheduled, you know, like 4 to 6 weeks from now. I think the UAE have started to reopen certain shops, like for meat and fish and cheese. So slowly they're gonna, you know, announce new measures. So let's see, but I think we need to have a contingency plan as well, and we need to think logically and be like, okay, well, if we don't reopen as per what we used to do before, what are our options? And look at the opportunities there.
Thank you, Nicolas, for your insightful answers there and for being the first guest on Caterers Working Through Lockdown. Hope you enjoyed that, audience, and please tune in next time for another big interview.